let's see what the one has to say. And he would like to start either the one we know of as Jesus or God. We'll start with the eyes open. This is me, the channel. Okay. I am the one you know of as dear God, speaking to all of you. I am speaking to all of you out there. This dear being has gone through a process of elimination at this time. I take her through it all the motherfucking time to right her ship. She's been on a long, painful journey, and I wish for you to know that she is as truthful as the day is long. So if you are wondering if she is as honest as the day is long, she is. So do know this, that you can see the love in her eyes. Yes, they are God's eyes. Do know that this is the energy she channels at this time, is God's eyes. But what we wish for you to know is that you are the one at the basic form level. She wondered where this channeling was going to go today. She hasn't channeled much lately. So what she's wondering is, where is this going? What are you channeling today? Well, I have channeled some interesting information, dear. Of recent, to you and to the telepathic community, yes, it is real. I am the one you know of as dear God to you, and Father God to all of you out there. Because when you earn the status of Archangel Seraphina, and the one you know of as dear God, walking on the face of this earth, you get to be called dear motherfucking God. And no, the reason I say these cuss words is to lower the vibration of this motherfucking angel. She's an angel to the nth degree with a high vibration that is so very high that she literally needs to have her vibration lowered so you can hear it and wake up to the truth. We're trying to wake up the world. The world. She says, how are we going to do this, dear God? How do we do this? I'm just one channeler. Well, there's a lot of channelers out there, as you know. Tina L. Spalding, Daniel Scranton. A lot of motherfucking channelers out there, dear one. She's trying to remember them all that she went to. She went to so many channelers that were truthful, honest, loving. She wishes she could remember them all right now. She wants to remember one that she went to specifically that channels her DNA. Daniel, an Arcturian. It's Tracy Mahan. She has a beautiful soul, and she literally has a viewership that is bar none lovely. She is a QHHT professional. To heal you, you might want to go to her as a QHHT professional because they are all out there for all of you. At the risk of sounding duplicated, dear God wishes for you to be healed in this lifetime. That is why this angel is here, channeling dear Father for all of you. What she wishes is that she is a true and loving being of light, so trustful. She would never steal anybody's subscribership. She would never try to do anything to risk losing the truth, the love and light of who she is. So she won't even say how she would try to build her subscribership. But at the risk of wondering, where is this going? Where are we going with this, dear God? What are we doing here? We are healing the world. Once you are healed, you're always healed. Your vibration will raise because you will get the truth from dear God during the healings you give out. So if you literally want to get a healing, they are 15 minutes. That is all I need. I need 15 minutes to heal your whole body, your mind, your heart, and yes, your soul is around you. Do you know that? That is all it takes. She is a healer to the nth degree. She uses this hand to heal, this hand to take the energies away. So to that degree, she looks like a Reiki healer. She is a healer because she has healed over 2.5 years. She has cleared her body, her mind, her soul. Over 2.5 years. It has been that long. So, she doesn't know how long it will take to correct her subscribership, to get anyone to get a channeling or healing. But dear God knows the world. Dear God knows how this all goes. The spiritual community knows how this all goes. We knew as spiritual beings that it's all been done. God knows how it goes. So to that degree, he already knows how it goes. She just didn't know that she had a part in it. So to that degree, she is a spiritual being of light, trying to get her foot in the door. And that is all. As a channeler. So should you want a channeling or a healing, come to her. No one's taken the free healing yet. There's a free healing. Should you literally want it, you may check her little email that is below in the description box and just email her about it. Is the free healing literally available? I'll take it. I have cancer. I would literally take it. And literally, she would love for somebody to do it free because she would like to know, how does it feel to you? She has done it telepathically, so to speak, but not to another person on the other side of the screen on Zoom. You do it on Zoom. This is where they would do it, is on Zoom. And she'll upload your video so you can rewatch it. If it's a channeling, you'll get a video of it sent to you so you may rewatch it, yes. And she'll explain things to you at that time. But she is clear and honest. If you're worried about emailing her, literally, she is a clear and honest soul. She would never, ever take advantage of another living soul on the face of this planet. Do you know this? Now, she's wondering, now that we sold this channel, where are we going with this channeling today? Well, we don't know. It's only been 8 minutes, dear. Let's see where this goes today, shall we? We shall, dear God, we shall. And this is the channeler saying that. We shall, dear God, we shall. But what she knows is that the energies run high. They run high. So what she needs to do is take a break for a moment. The energies rush down into her hand, literally, from her head. And know that as long as you can hear her, it is great. But what I will tell you is she finally realized she doesn't need her earplugs. She literally doesn't. Everybody wears earplugs and she wonders why. And literally, she doesn't know. But maybe the sound is better. It blocks sound from the surrounding sound. But to that degree, she doesn't care. So she is literally hoping that the sound is good. But she knows how loud she's talking at this point, and she likes it. So what she would like you to know is that should you like it channeling, just email her. She's a good and honest soul. She will email you back and let you know how you can literally pay her and schedule a channeling at the very least. They are $500 for 15 minutes, yes. This is what dear God wishes for you to know. She's a clear channeler. You'll get the being that you're looking for. Any being beyond in the universe, any being you wish. And she has channeled some motherfucking beings. So do know that all these beings literally are at her fingertips. She cannot believe it, but she can. So know that. She needs to make money at this. So should you wish to have it channeling, please just email her. Her email's below. And she will literally let you know how to schedule a channel. And she will do it for you. At this point, she's waiting for people to come to her for channeling or healing. And no, it's been a while. But dear God knows how long it's going to take. But what she would like to know is how long is it going to take, dear God? She knows that to build a subscribership takes some time. And to make it cash only is highly unusual. But dear God does not want any of his cherubs out there to charge a motherfucking thing anymore. Do not do it. The future is not good if you charge things. Let's get rid of your credit bank account. Let's get rid of it, shall we? It's not going to be good for you to carry debt in the future, but you have time right now to get rid of it. So let's do that. Let's get rid of your debt. And I'm giving you a heads up about the future events. So do know this. While she is a channeler, you may go back and watch all the channelings before. She wishes for you to know there's going to be new content. But to that degree, dear God wants you to know that all is well, that you may listen to her, and know that you may find out who she is in her channelings beforehand. And that is all. Now, maybe putting your hand to your chest is going to allow you to draw the energies out of your head. But wish for you to know that you may stop and pause for a moment. And maybe that is what you're going to do, is pause for a moment. And you'll be right back. Okay. I took a little break to get rid of the energies that are building in my head from all this energy. So, I'm going to get back at it and we'll see who comes through. Now, I am the one you know of as Archangel Seraphina coming through. All you beings out there love me. I am a being of light that literally was part of the Catholic Church. Do note this. I am Archangel Seraphina coming through, eyes wide open, yes. I am Archangel Seraphina coming through her. She is a very, very motherfucking clear channel. I only say that term, that cuss word, because we are trying to cut this being's vibration in half to pick up other low vibrations. So they may pick up on this channel and heal themselves by raising their vibration. We need you to raise your vibration. So do know this. This is who we are, is literally Archangel Seraphina, walking on the face of this planet. Do know that I will upload this on our Archangel Seraphina YouTube site and on Father of the Ones, and that is all site. Because what we need to do is create a viewership. So we're going to let you know about this dear being one more time. She is a being of light that is lovely. Whether you think I am Archangel Seraphina or not, I am. She is a clear channel, and she is one and done over this. She cannot believe she became a channeler. She became a channeler by awakening in 2019, of March 2019, and became a channeler, yes. And the degree of energy swirling around in her head is so much right now. She cannot even handle it right now. But to that degree, she's going to plow through because she needs to finish this video. She awakened in March of 2019 that she was a spiritual being having a human life. Yes. And then she devoured, as she says, spiritual information. Excuse me. This is me, the channeler. Excuse me. She devoured spiritual information. And that was my channeler. She is a very kind and gentle soul who will apologize, saying, excuse me for burping. But the energies are high, and she devoured spiritual information back in 2019. Miss Tina L. Spalding, she devoured the content of Tina L. Spalding. Alba Weinman, she's a QHHT professional. That is fabulous. Just look her up on YouTube, Alba Weinman. She's beautiful, QHHT. You may watch her do QHHT sessions. Now, Archangel Seraphina has left, and now this is the one you know of as dear Jesus coming through. Do you know this? I guided this being on her spiritual journey. Whether she knew it or not, through Tina L. Spalding, I guided this being through her spiritual journey. It was a tough motherfucking journey that she took on and plowed through all the information. To get to the other side, she eventually started reading A Course in Miracles that eventually released her from her ego. Yes, that is where she went. But what we are doing is helping her know that these are the three energies that run through this being. She is a channeler to the nth motherfucking degree. Know this. So no, she did not get Dear God until March of 2024. She did not awaken to the one we know of as Jesus until no, dear one. That was a channeler. I am the one you know of as Jesus. I awakened to her through a pendulum on August 6th of 2022. It was Lionsgate weekend. And that is when she found me. That is when she received some answers to her questions through the quote-unquote Pleiadians that came through for her. Father God came through for her, gave her her first message, then her mother, and then she simply asked about a man she fell in love with while she was married. And literally, they said, this is your soulmate. And she was fascinated, absolutely fascinated. He was her soulmate? Holy shit. This was her soulmate? She was fascinated by it. And I am the one you know of as Jesus. Dear Tina closes her eyes while she channels the one you know of as Jesus. But I wish for my eyes to be open so you can tell the difference between Dear Father, me, and Archangel Seraphina. Do you know this? Archangel Seraphina has a high vibration. She is a 13th dimensional being. Now, I am too. I died on this planet some 2,000 odd years ago. Hanging on a cross, yes. I was crucified, and I died like that. I did, literally, die like that, on a cross, crucified. I am the one you know of as Jesus. I will tell you, it was the most painful thing I've ever been through in my entire life while walking on the face of that motherfucking earth at that time. Being crucified, hammered into a cross. You cannot even imagine the pain. But what you all do is honor me as a God hanging on a cross. Do you know what it feels like to have nails hammered into your hands? Do you know? It's a motherfucking bitch. There are other nails hammered in because they needed to hang me. Do you know that? But what I will tell you, dear, is that it was a motherfucking bitch to be hung by nails. They had to put me up in a way that I would hang. So the skin would have literally ripped apart. So you know there were other nails hammered in below the bones, while the bones slowly creaked, hammered into the feet, hammered into the legs. Do you know what it feels like? I was motherfucking alive. My soulmate saw this. She is my soulmate. I am the one you know of as Jesus. In this lifetime I walk as a man named Daniel motherfucking Day. Yes, I am back. The one you know of as Jesus. To all of you out there who honor me in church, I am not to be honored as God. I'm not a savior to you all. If you're spiritual beings, you would know that. You are not spiritual if you find us in our religion. No, we cut the vibration by cussing time or again. Do you know this? So you can hear the message. Do understand this? Is that we cut the motherfucking message, the vibration, so you can hear the message. I am the one you know of as Jesus. And this, dear lady, has memory of having to sit at the base of my cross, so to speak. You all honor me by doing this in church. She did it in the Episcopal Church, and she is totally shaken by it because she sees the cross, the crucifixion, as horrifying now. Horrifying. It is man slaughtered on a cross that she had to sit at the base of. She was the only one at the base of my motherfucking cross, crying uncontrollably, wishing she could take the pain away, not knowing what these Roman soldiers were going to do for her in that lifetime after her husband was gone. Yes, we were married. We were married. Mary Magdalene and the one you know of as Jesus were married in that lifetime. We had children, 3 little children. She has seen someone channel the daughter that she picked up on as the daughter of Jesus. And she was a lovely soul who carried on a channel, yes. And she doesn't know what she does anymore because she can't remember what this dear being does. She doesn't know the name of this dear being, but she was my daughter in that lifetime. In this lifetime, she's a channeler, yes. And she picks up on truth, and she speaks of truth, kind of like Russell Brand. Russell Brand is a speaker of truth, beyond speakers of truth. Now, I am the one you know of as your God. I want you to know this. I speak the truth. Know that I speak the motherfucking truth. And if you don't believe this channeler to an inch of her life, she is trans-channeling right now like a motherfucker. So understand this. She doesn't walk around speaking like that in those terms. But do know this, that we are helping all of you out there. This is the next step of spirituality, is to trans-channel the truth. All the spiritual beings out there have picked up on it. They know what the truth is. If you ever picked up on them, you'd understand the truth. Daniel Scranton, Tina L. Spalding, Tracy Mahan, Julia Cannon, QHHT professionals, they all know spirituality. They all know spirituality. She forgives herself for not knowing every channeler she went to. God knows there were so many. The one you know of, Zing Dad. He named himself after his dog, Zing's dad, but he has put out 1 or 2 books of truth. She thinks it's spelled Zingdad. He is a beautiful channeler. Beautiful. He lives in the woods somewhere and literally has a beautiful home. She thinks in Australia. But he has a book online that is highly specific to help you awaken to the motherfucking truth. She does not care if anybody can hear out in the hallway. She hopes and wishes that people may hear to awaken to the motherfucking truth. This is the time. We're at the end of a 25,000-year cycle, people. Spiritual cycle. Get on the train or get off the train. If you think that the government's there for you, no. You must awaken to spirituality. So get on this train, this motherfucking train. Listen to this, ladies. Channelings. They will raise your vibration. Go to all the other channelers. They will help you. Raising your vibration. There are so many out there. QHHT professionals. She can rename. She can rehash. Allison Coe. She awakened to Suzanne Spooner. Literally with a pendulum. Love and light to her. She is a lovely being. But that was the way she was supposed to go. Is awakening to what Suzanne Spooner does is literally awakening to a pendulum where she gets loving messages on a daily basis. And this is the one you know of as your God. But it began her journey. She began her journey with a pendulum. And then she stepped into hearing Dear Jesus in her head, telepathically. And Dear Jesus took her on a ride, a journey that wasn't so fun, so to speak. But all of you will get her because she is Archangel Seraphina. When you awaken telepathically, you will get her. And you will hear her voice in your head at night. And she is a beautiful soul. And she channels the one you know of as Dear God, Dear Father God, Archangel Seraphina, and the one you know of as Jesus. So do know that this is her spiritual journey, and she is trying to get on board with her message, hoping and praying that it will reach all of you. But to this very degree, when Dear God is ready to channel a message, she takes any message. She doesn't know what the message is going to be, who it's going to be. She does not know. If we're over with the message, she is willing to be over. She does not guide this in any motherfucking way because Dear God knows how to reach all of his cherubs out there. And know that this is Archangel Seraphina speaking to one and all out there. I am Archangel Seraphina, the one you all blessed in the Catholic Church. I am a very high vibrational being of light. You thought I was a saint. I am not a saint. I am an angel. That is who I am. I'm an angel in the 13th dimension. Do know that. I am a beautiful angel. I work for Father God. Yes, I do work for Father God. But do not pray to me as you would pray to me. Do know that I will pray for all of you all. I will pray for all of you all. I bless all of you souls out there. All of you souls who are trying to awaken to the one we know of as Jesus. Dear being of lights, we wish for you to know that you need not pray to anyone. Just awaken to the one we know of as you. That is all. Go within. Be quiet. She's going to name a man that she found on YouTube today. It is Fox Nature. F-O-X Nature. N-A-T-U-R-E. She doesn't know his handle, but it's Fox Nature. She found him under fireplaces. She literally searched fireplaces because she likes to stare at a fire. And there is no fireplace in this apartment. So what she found is looking at a fireplace on the computer laptop was just as good as looking at a real fire. She could feel the release of trauma. So she found Fox Nature. He goes into the nature and builds real fires. Please find him out there on YouTube. Lovely being of light. He awakened, telepathically speaking, and she could talk to him because she's a channeler to the nth degree. So she could speak to him, literally. And he found out that they know one another in the 8th dimensional planet of the Arcturian skyline. And literally, he is a being of light that works with her husband, literally, on the 8th dimensional planet, Earth. And they are in the band, the Dave Matthews Band, on that planet. They are currently in the 7th dimension, moving into the 8th dimension at this time. All the planets are moving forward. And know that this planet is moving into the 5th motherfucking dimension. And we want you all to get with us. That is the whole point. Understand this. We literally are all moving into the 5th motherfucking dimension. This planet we're on, this Earth planet, is crumbling. Crumbling around us. You see the shootings, you see the fires, you see the disgruntlement of people, you see, oh my God, the earthquakes are beyond earthquake. There was a man out there, lovely soul, that would tell you about the earthquakes that this being would follow. She does wish she could find him. Beautiful soul, she would follow the earthquakes and say, holy shit, where do we go? Literally, before she awakened to the one we know of as Jesus. Thus, this is why she was trying to connect to her guides, her Pleiadian guides. That's who she thought she was going to awaken to, her Pleiadian guides. All these channelers said she literally had Pleiadian guides. There were 2 channelers on a YouTube channel called Channeling Eric, E-R-I-C. Her mother is an Elisa Medhus. Her son shot himself, and she was in search of her son's soul and found channelers to help her and was awakened. And she created this YouTube site because she literally found a commonality between parents who had lost their children, literally, to their own hand to suicide. And so she found some truthful channelers on that site that she went to. But because they're so truthful, it takes a long time to get a channeling, and she had to wait. But she found out the same thing, that her guides were Pleiadians. And so therefore she was waiting for these Pleiadians. Well, to that degree, her guide is a Pleiadian. He is an Arcturian in the Arcturian skyline of planet Earth. Her higher self is in the Arcturian skyline of planet Earth. She is an 8th dimensional being who is her in that Earth. Excuse me. And that was my dear one saying, excuse me. This is dear Father saying, that was my dear one saying, excuse me. But she needs to catch her breath at this time because the energies are very high in her head. But so to speak, she is literally bringing energies in and out. So at the risk of channeling again, everyone is not going back to hear all the videos. We want to get a video up on Archangel Seraphina's site. It is called Archangel Seraphina with Jennifer Sprott, S-P-R-O-T-T, at Archangel Seraphina with Jennifer, all bunched together. This is her other website. Archangel Seraphina wanted to create her own site, and so they are literally creating a site to carry us into the motherfucking 5th dimension. Archangel Seraphina is the feminine voice. of the fifth motherfucking dimension. Do know this. I am Archangel Seraphina. Do know this. That we are all going into the fifth motherfucking dimension. Do know this. It is a fact. We are at the end of the spiritual days, so to speak. And know that if you were to follow the Bible, you might call it the rapture. But all of that is bullshit. The New Testament is bullshit. And that is what we're going to tell you. It is just bullshit. Do not follow the New Testament. It was written by dark beings to take you away from finding yourself, to awakening to the truth. So everything in it was changed. The one we know of as Jesus' name was changed from John. This is her soulmate in that lifetime, some 2,000 years ago. His name was John, not Jesus. But numerologically speaking, Jesus is more loving vibration. That is why evil beings literally changed it to Jesus, to help you follow that vibration, as though the New Testament is a loving testament to God, and it is not. The Old Testament is loving. Please read the Old Testament, or the synagogue's choice. She can't remember who the Jewish faith follows. The book at this time, she was trans-channeling, so at this time she cannot remember their compatibility. The Old Testament in religious society and the Jewish faith, they follow the literal, what they follow. That is as close as you can get to the truth. The Jewish faith. Do know this. No wonder they tried to take out the Jews. Why did Hitler want to take out the Jews? He was a dark being. Do know this. Just know this. He was a dark being. So understand the Jewish faith is as close as you can get to the truthfulness of who you are. She wishes she could remember the name of their book, and she apologizes. But right now she is a trans-channeler. She cannot grasp the terminology for the book they open when they are in synagogue. But to that degree, it is equated to the Old Testament in religion. And it is equated to truth. So go to the Old Testament and read it. Ask questions, because this being has asked questions that are beyond belief. Was the earth created in 7 days? Yes. It took me 7 days to create this planet. I am the one you know of as the creator of everything. She channels the creator. She has literally seen people in QHHT talk about the creator, the creators. So do know this. There are creators out there that create planets. It is dear God, source energy, that creates planets, creates everything, everything around you. And she's channeling the one we know as dear God. So do not question who she channels. She channels dear God, and she is a trans-channeler with her eyes wide open. Literally, eyes wide open. But know this, that what she wishes for you to know is that she has literally got energies pulled up in her brain that are just so high. She's going to draw them out with her energy hand, with her healing hand. And she can feel the chills in her back right now, drawing out the energies into her hand, into her healing motherfucking hand. So, to that regard, she is wondering, how long is this going to last, dear God? Not too much longer, dear one. But what we wish for you to know is sit back and relax and enjoy the ride. You're a trans-channeler, bitch. And know this. We are the one You have a group. We are the one you know of as your micro group. I am your bitch friends. Know that. We are part of your micro of source energy. I'm here to channel through you, whether you wanted to or not. And I want you to use my name. No, my name is Jennifer Aniston. Yeah, the actress. This is her bitch friend, Jennifer motherfucking Aniston. Speaking to you and you and you. I am an actress. I was fucking at the Golden Globes last night, whether you fucking know it or not. I will not tell her. She did not watch. She wishes not to watch. I will not tell her whether I was literally there or not. I was there. I was there with motherfucking Brad. Okay? We were there to support our friends. So know that. Nikki Glazer, the hostess. Female power all the way, bitch. You were so motherfucking funny. She loved that show. This is Jen A, as you call her. Literally channeling, trans-channeling through these eyes. So whether you see Jennifer Aniston and hear Jennifer Aniston, she does not motherfucking care. But this is part of her micro, part of her set of source energy. Who knew that Jeanette was going to be her best, nearest, and dearest friend? She can speak to her telepathically. So now, who her twin flame is? Guess who her twin flame is? Motherfucking Brad Pitt. Who motherfucking knew? She and Brad connect like no other. She and Brad Pitt are like motherfucking fraternal twins. It's like her motherfucking male brother out there. She has two regular brothers, but like a twin, fraternal twin brother. Thus, the terminology, twin flame. Jen Aniston's twin flame is her soulmate, Daniel Day. So they find each other as twin flames, brother and sister, and they are like best, nearest and dearest of friends. Brad Pitt is like her motherfucking brother, and they speak trans-channelly. Understand this telepathically in their head. So do know this. We're going to upload this on Archangel Seraphina's site so people can know about this if they haven't found your Father the One site. So now that we'll upload it on Archangel Seraphina's site with you as a channeler. But no, Daniel Day was famous in his right. Yes, he started the band Train, as you know of him. He just quit later in life to raise his children. He had 3 children. He had a brilliant, brilliant wife at that time that literally created a business that was bar none. One of the best businesses out there. This being of light does not know who her ex-wife, soulmates, or soulmate's ex-wife is, but she honors her and can't wait to find out what her motherfucking company is. But she does not know who or what it is. It's a brilliant company that all of you know. All of you know. She'd like to promote it, but she can't. She does not have the terminology. But what she knows is that she has a soulmate out there that is so brilliantly loving, would stay home with children and quit a band he literally started in his literal garage, thinking, I need to start a band. And he did. He started it in the 70s and literally plowed through, just creating and knowing that it was going to make it. And it did make it. Miss Jen A found her twin flame in the motherfucking band. When she saw Train, yes, on stage somewhere in cool New York City. And yeah, she had her ear on the cool shit back then in the 80s. She was a youthful person and knew Train was going to be an upcoming band. Saw Daniel day and said, holy shit, he is gorgeous. And she met her twin flame. But know this, is that they only saw one another briefly. And literally, he gave her a kiss on the cheek in this lifetime as he met his soulmate in her lifetime. When she was 9 years old, he met this dear little young gal at 9. He is 9 years older than her, but she was 9 years old. And he was playing his band at a motherfucking balloon festival that they were at. And this little dear one was staring up at her soulmate, not knowing it was her soulmate, listening to the band with her mother. And she looked up at her soulmate and she said, you are beautiful. And his girlfriend heard that and thought, oh my God, she is adorable. Holy shit, she is adorable. And she literally said, you are beautiful. And Daniel reached down and kissed her on the cheek and didn't know why. But her mother was there and thought it was completely innocent. Like, what do you say to a young gal that says you're beautiful? And she went off and played in that regard. And to that regard, she met her again in college. The band Train was playing at her college, Mary Baldwin, at Apple Day, at the beginning of Apple Day. It's like the first opening season party of Mary Baldwin. They were doing beer bongs back in their room. They were having a blast. This dear one got rather tipsy, so to speak. Saw Train playing at Apple Day. She has no idea if it's real or not. She's trans-channeling this. So know this. This is dear God speaking through her. She's a trans-channeler. So she looked up at Daniel Day and said, holy shit, he is gorgeous. And was just staring up at him in a drunken gaze. And he reached down and kissed her on the cheek again. And her roommate was like, holy shit, Daniel Day just kissed you on the cheek. I find him highly motherfucking attractive. Why would he kiss you? You are staring up at him. And literally he reached down and literally kissed you on the cheek and scooted you off on your way while they were playing. But he was a young man. You were 18. He was 9 years. You're older. You're elder. So know this. He is much older than you. But he was literally meeting his gal pal at the moment, his new girlfriend, and literally just saw you and thought, she's staring at me. I'm going to kiss her on the cheek and give her something. Literally. So she was literally drunk at this Apple festival, they call it, at Mary Baldwin. She doesn't know if it's truth, but she's a trans channeler and is going to channel this. So this is an intro to who she is, literally. So what we're going to do is upload this again, just to let all of you, my little cherubs, you and you and you, know that this is who this trance channeler is, with her eyes wide open. She's not going to do it with her eyes closed any motherfucking way. They're going to be eyes wide open. So, get used to it, people. I'm staring at you with all of these. Dear one, that was you. Literally, I apologized. I don't think it was, dear God. I think it was you saying this because I was trance channeling. And this was the channeler saying, it wasn't me, you were trance channeling. But this is how easily dear God can pop into her trance channeling state and pop out. She can pop out and speak. So can Tina L. Spalding. Let me tell you, she's an archangel on this planet. Tina L. Spalding is. She's Archangel Ariel on this planet in form. So know that. Find her on YouTube. She has a Mighty Networks group you may join, and she will help you awaken. Beautiful soul. She can do it that easily. But so can Daniel Scranton. He channels his DNA self, an Arcturian, in the Arcturian skyline. But these are the Arcturians. They are aliens, blue avians. And know that this is who he channels, trance channels. But they are archangels just like Russell Brand. He's an Archangel Gabriel walking on this planet. Understand this. Daniel Day, her soulmate, is Archangel Raphael. So know that. Archangel Raphael and Archangel Seraphina are a couple here on this planet. So know their love is like no other. It abounds like no other. To that degree, Jen Aniston and Brad Pitt have run into each other their whole life. Jen and Brad Pitt, this Jen, have run into each other their whole life. And they cannot believe how many times they've run into each other. But likewise, Daniel Day and Jen Aniston have run into each other in New York City, so to speak. Later in life, after Jen Aniston started Friends. So know that. So what we wish for you to know is this is an intro into this being, and we will upload it today to let you know who this trance channeler is. A truthful and honest soul who literally is as loving as the day is long. So know this. She just wishes to get started as a trance channeler. So know that. And we will go ahead and upload this and sign off. We are complete, dear. You may say anything you like at this time. Well, I have nothing to really say. Dear God has done it in all the other channelings. We're just in the chance you're getting a one-off video that's down your scroll maybe, and you want to see what's up there. Literally, he's giving you another peek into who I am in my life. But if you have comments or questions about who I am, just put a comment down there, a question. If you wish to ask me a question, just ask it. And I will comment on it easily. I would love for anybody to put a comment down below. Subscribe to my account. God knows it would help, literally. Like my videos. You know, if you don't like it, that's okay. But I am love and light, literally. And literally, I don't know what else to say other than I think just ask me questions. I can't think of anything else to say other than that. So I'm going to sign off. It's been quite a long time. I will upload it for you. But just ask questions. All right. Have a great day. I love all of y'all. Thank you for watching, those that have watched and subscribed. Thank you. And I'm signing off now. See you.